Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a bit of a different video. So I'm going to be doing more of a chit chat real talk video. So I've never done one of these before, so let me know if you like this kind of thing. And today I'm going to be talking about how I stay motivated and positive in the hope that it will help some of you guys out if you find it hard to sort of stay positive on a daily basis and motivated, and also about down days, because we all get down days, and just sort of some coping mechanisms and things that I do myself. So first up, I'm going to talk about down days, and we all have down days, and this is something I can certainly relate to because I do get and feel down sometimes on certain days and things like that. And for me, this sort of started back when I first went to university. I actually moved to London to go to uni all on my own. I didn't know a single soul, and it was a really big step. I was 18 at the time, so it was quite a brash thing to do, but I knew I wanted to do it. So my mum and dad actually took me up there and moved me up into the halls of residence, and I think both them and I thought, what on earth am I doing, when they left me, because I was really nervous, and like I said, I didn't know anyone, and this was a really big step. But to be honest, once I got to know people, I actually made lots of friends at uni. I enjoyed going to uni. I studied fashion and marketing, so I really enjoyed what I was doing, and I also had a great social life as well. But for me, when I used to have my down days would be more at the weekend, because this is when people sort of tended to go home, and obviously I couldn't go home every weekend, so I didn't really have anyone about, so I did feel quite sort of lonely and empty, and I did used to get down mostly at the weekends. So for me as well, London can be a really lonely place as well, so I sort of wanted to know how I could cheer myself up and make myself happy, because I didn't want to keep feeling like this every weekend. So these are some really great tips that hopefully you can do if you are feeling down. And the first thing I actually did was I made a what makes me happy list, and I really found this helped. So I made a list of everything that made me happy, and it included really silly sort of small things, but the small things do make a difference. So things like creating a happy music playlist. I love upbeat songs I can dance to and things. So that was a good one. So I could listen to that every time I was feeling down. It's amazing how songs can make you feel really good and things like that. Also sort of making tea in my favourite mug. Another thing I was into at the time was yoga, so I found that really helped. And also watching my favourite film or TV programme. And other things would be sort of calling my mum or calling sort of old friends. So that is a really great way and a great thing to have that you can refer to if you are feeling down, because sometimes the small things, like I said, can really help and make a difference. So another thing I actually did that I knew I had to do, because I wanted sort of a purpose for the weekend, something to do. So one thing I actually did was I got a part-time job at the weekend. It was actually at a tanning shop. It was in Waterloo, so I used to overlook the London Eye, so I had an amazing view. It was only for a few hours, but it gave me a purpose on a Saturday and a reason to sort of get up and do something. And I just really enjoyed doing it, and I had such a great time, and this just motivated me for the weekend. So things like that can all help, and it's just, like I said, just really small things and just simple things that you can do that don't have to cost the earth. Another thing actually I used to do as well was just take myself off into London and just pick a place on the tube map and just go there and just walk around and just experience different places. So this moves me on to the more positive how I stay motivated topic. So with regards to motivation, I find the number one thing for me that helps me stay positive and motivated is going back to the exercise thing. So that is actually going to the gym. So I don't do the yoga anymore, but actually after I left uni, I really sort of got into the gym and I really started enjoying it. You kind of get a bit of a buzz off of it, and obviously it releases those happy endorphins as well. So I try and go to the gym 5 times a week, so Monday to Friday. That sounds really crazy, but I don't do it just for sort of to stay trim and things. I do it for other reasons as well. So I always try and go in the morning as early as possible, and I find this helps me. It's a good de-stressor for a start. I feel really good and energized after the gym. It makes me feel happy when I go, and also it sets me up for the day, so it puts me in the right frame of mind and it gets me motivated for the day and what I'm going to do for the day as well. So another thing as well that I find really helps, and you can do this, it's such a simple thing, is to write a list for the week. So maybe do that on a Sunday night, write your things to do list of everything that you've got to do and sort of bullet point it. You can get loads of these sort of weekly planners that you can have on your desk and things now, and you can just plan for the whole week. And this just sets everything out clearly so you can see what you've got to do and you can feel really positive and motivated about getting these things done. So sometimes I do actually find that I get overwhelmed by all the things that I do have to do in a day if you do have a long list. And one thing that I found really helps, I sort of discovered this about a year ago, and this was actually to set the timer on my phone for 30 minutes and then try and do as much as I can in those 30 minutes. And actually you'll find that sometimes you actually get quite a lot more done. You'll be surprised how much you get done in 30 minutes as to a whole day. If you just can't get motivated, you find that you'll be more motivated in those 30 minutes. So that's a really good tip to take away that you can use. 30 minutes is just a really easy time frame to do just a few small things, but to get things done, and then you feel like you've achieved something after those 30 minutes. So another way I stay motivated if I am overwhelmed by what I've got to do for the day is actually if I get to the end of the day and I feel stressed and like I've got so much to do and then I start to feel down and things, I actually think a good night's sleep really helps. So sometimes it's better just to go to bed, sleep on it and wake up with a fresh sort of positive mind, ready to tackle whatever you've got to tackle for the day again. I mean, sometimes you do have to get things done that night or that day, but I do really think a good night's sleep always helps, and it just puts the worlds to right and you can start again in the morning, and you usually see things in a fresher perspective anyway. So another way to stay motivated and positive, or if you're feeling down, is to set yourself small achievable goals. So maybe things that you've always wanted to do. So for example, mine was to run a half marathon. Now at the start of the year, I couldn't run a mile. I hated running. For me, it was the breathing. I just couldn't breathe right. I used to hit all these walls, but I figured that anything you put your mind to, you can do. So I just thought, I know I can do this. I just need to put in the practice. And this was a really great goal and achievement for me. And it really made me feel positive and happy, and I did actually do it a couple of weeks ago. I did run a whole half marathon. I don't think I could do a whole marathon, but I ran that half marathon and I ran the whole way. And for me, it's just all in your head. You just got to think positive and just go with it and put in the practice. But little things like that, or big things, for me this was a big thing, are really good just to set yourself. It gives you yourself a little bit of purpose, or maybe write down something you want to do career-wise, or a course you want to do, or something like that. It's really nice to have an aim or goal for the year as well. So the last thing I do to stay positive and just to appreciate the little things again is at the end of the day when I get into bed, I actually just keep a regular diary. So it's got each day, and each day I write down 3 positive things that have happened in that day. So they can be really small, like I went to the gym, or I ran 5 miles, or the sun was out, and things like that. And it just helps you appreciate the smaller, finer things in life, because sometimes we can get sort of, misted over by everything that's going on in the world and not appreciate the smaller things in life. So I think it's really important to reflect at the end of the day and just write those positive things down, because sometimes if you are having a bad day, there is always something positive that you can take out of that day. So it's definitely worth writing down, and then maybe if you are having a down day again, you can just look back at that and just remember all the positive, simple things that have happened in your day. So guys, that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this really sort of different video. This is nothing like I've done before, but I really hope you found this helpful. If you do deal with feeling negative or down sometimes, we all get those days, and I can definitely relate to that too. So I hope you found this helpful. Also, let me know if you want me to do any kind of other videos like this with regards to careers or university. I have quite a few opinions on university because I have been there and done that, and sometimes it's not always the best route to take. So if you want any advice on that, let me know. So don't forget to subscribe guys, and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter and Snapchat for more inspiration. And if you missed my last 2 previous videos, including my Disney run, which is my half marathon, you can click on the picture links and that will take you to that video. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Next week we definitely have some autumnal videos coming up. I think I mentioned that in my last one, some DIYs and nails and things like that. So look out for them, and have a great positive start to the week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, bye.